All right, so what I've got with me right here is the new GeForce RTX 4090 from NVIDIA, but this one is specifically from Gigabyte, and it's the OC edition, so WindForce. And this thing is a beast. That's the first impression I got from this graphics card. So personally, I use my PC for gaming as well as, some creator work, so video and content creation. So from what I've heard so far, I'm also gonna have to upgrade my power supply unit as well, because it's not gonna be enough for this thing. It's not gonna be enough to power it. So this thing requires a minimum of 1,000 watts, for power supply. And what I've got in there is 850 watts of power, and that's worked fine for my 3080 Ti, but it's not gonna work anymore. So right here, as you can see, I've also decided to pick up a 1200 watt power supply unit from EVGA. This is a platinum power supply, all modular. I love modular power supplies. I can't wait to check out the new features that is come with 4090, things like DLSS3. Okay, so here it is, GeForce RTX 4090 gaming OC edition. I've also got 4 years warranty with this from Gigabyte. We've got DLSS, ray tracing, reflex, and studio, the ultimate platform for gamers and creators. You can also see down here it says the minimum system requirements you'll need to use this with your PC. So PCI Express graphics slot is required, of course. Microsoft Windows 7, 10, 11, 64-bit or Linux 64-bit operating system. You're also going to need one PCIe 16-pin or 4 PCIe 8-pin power connectors. 1,000 watt system power supply required. So right there, so just like the 3080 Ti, this has also got 3 fans, but it's got way more graphics, RAM. This is big in comparison to this. Like, I'm gonna stack them up on each other so you guys can see, I'm gonna kind of have this tucked in one corner. You can see how much more there is right there. So it's a larger box, and it's definitely gonna be a larger GPU on the inside, but I still can't wait to see it. I just really hope that it fits in my PC case. All right, so Gigabyte, as you can see, the first thing we've got is a little kind of envelope with small things in it. The Gigabyte Quick Start Guide. So we've also got an installation guide for an anti-sag bracket, which we'll probably need with this, beast of a GPU. We've also got our warranty card there, so make sure you sign up for that so you can get all that so you can get protection for your devices for the next 4 years. Okay, that's big. I know some of y'all gonna make some jokes down in the comment section, but yeah, this thing is massive. Okay, this looks like the anti-sag bracket. I think this is what would, help prevent the thing from sagging. So it looks like we got some screws here. Finally, we've got some connectors here. And this will probably work with the power supply unit. That's the GeForce RTX 4090 from NVIDIA. So you can see how big that thing is, man. So you gotta make sure that you have, the space for this thing in your system, or, well, there's no point in grabbing this, because where are you gonna put it? 3 fans. All right, let's check out the power supply unit right now, and then we'll install both of them. So we got a manual right there, nothing crazy, and a bunch of connector cables. That's a lot. The power supply itself, this thing does not feel like it's that much bigger than what I've got in there, so that's good at least. All right, let's go ahead and install the combo into the PC. This thing is massive. Like, look at this. 3080 Ti and then 4090 GPU. That's both of them. 3 fans, but this guy is a lot bigger. Holy crap. That literally is my entire system. But it looks like it'll fit though. I just wish I could have got this in white, but I don't really care too much about having a little bit of a mix and of white and black. I'm not too OD about that kind of stuff. So for me, this works out to be fine. So I'm gonna take out the wrap now, and then I'll take out the power supply unit, and then we'll replace the system and then see if we can get some gaming going on. I know it's not pretty, but that's why it's hidden behind this door right here. Cable management for PCs, man. All right, I gotta get this power supply out. Man, that's why I hate opening this back place right here. Y'all see this right here? That's my RM850X. That I use with my 3080 Ti. Now I gotta take that out. This is the guy we're going to be replacing right here. So between the 850 and the 1200, you can see there's a little bit more size, like a little bit more height between the both of them. I'm gonna throw this in there. On this side, we've got 4 different ports, display ports, 3 of them, and 1 HDMI 2.1 port. This thing feels solid in there. It's pretty sturdy. I don't think I'll need any bracket to hold it up. But if you find that yours is sagging, then there's also brackets here that, you know, they've added for you guys to install. Just so you guys know as well, this is the Corsair iQ 5000X mid-tower ATX case. So for those that are wondering, and one thing that I've noticed about this graphics card versus the 3080 Ti is the connector point for the power. So the 4090 graphics card comes with kind of a splitter. So this part connects to the graphics card, and these four right here will connect to your power supply. Okay, that feels pretty firm like right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this under here. We're good, we're still good. I thought, you know, this was gonna be pushing against the glass, but we're still good. Here's our bundle of cables, the one that came with the 1200 watt power supply. I'm gonna use some of these cables to set this guy up. So we've got things nicely tucked under there. So I ran the cable, you know, around back. I'm just gonna hook it up to the power supply unit, and everything is good to go. All right, so I'm pretty much done here. Really hate cable management, but you know, we survived. All right, let's go ahead and throw this on. So to install the brackets, if you don't want the graphics card to sag, you're gonna need to install these two pieces right here. So one of them goes on the graphics card itself, and the second one will go on your PC case, you know, to hook onto this piece. We're also provided with a bunch of screws, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, we've got that part on there, as you can see, nice and firm. So I've got the second piece on there now. I'm just gonna try to get this to work with the anti-sag bracket now. Perfect, so it lines up around here. So one more screw and we're good to go here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. So here's how things look when we've got the support installed as well. So it's not gonna sag as much because now we've got support on the right side as well as on the left side. Here it goes. There's a closer look right there. That's what it looks like, you know, when it's on and running. I'm gonna have to do a few things to set it up, obviously, you know, to get it going. Things like drivers, I gotta download. So I just used the NVIDIA GeForce Experience software to update my drivers, and you know, I'm pretty much set and ready to go. So there's only a few games that support DLSS 3 from what I've heard so far, not every single game yet. If you don't know what DLSS 3 is, it's pretty much an AI-powered performance multiplier that boosts frame rates, you know, by up to 4 times. Like, it's crazy. You know, it doesn't just boost frame rate, it also increases latency, and it allows image quality to be, you know, improved. We're not gonna go into all of that, you know, it might be boring for most of you guys out there, but let's see if we can get a game going on right now. We got The Witcher. Would you look at that? Okay, so I do have this, so we can test out DLSS 3 using The Witcher. So right here it shows what DLSS will look like when used. You know, like what it really does is increase the frame rate, so you experience a lot smoother gameplay. So you usually would probably see less frame rates, as you can see with DLSS off, but with DLSS on, it's gonna be more frame rate, so a lot more buttery. So it also looks like Spiderman Remastered on PC has also got DLSS 3. So it says, you know, the update is out today, so I can't wait to check that out as well. All right, let's go ahead and check out a few games right quickly. I'm gonna open up my Steam. All right, so I've been playing this on my Steam Deck. It says the update, so maybe this is the update they're talking about. So we'll get that really quickly here. I've also got my PlayStation controller hooked up to my PC here, because, you know, I'm not about to be using a keyboard and mouse to play Spider-Man. All right, so here we go. Let's check out Spider-Man's settings. We're gonna check out the display and graphics really quickly here. We have the monitor, which is the one that I'm using right there. We've got window mode. I like to use exclusive full screen. That way I can adjust the refresh rate. So display resolution, you can see what it is. It's using the one for the TV. Aspect ratio, I'll leave that at auto. Refresh rate, I'm taking this all the way to the max, 120 hertz. You've got VSync turned off here, and then we got NVIDIA's Reflex low latency. So I've got it on plus boost. So you got 3 options or 2 options there, on or, you know, with boost, which will further, you know, reduce latency from the CPU this time. So the brightness, I like it where it's at. HDR, I like to keep that on. DLSS frame generation. This is exclusive to the 40 series. So the 4090 will be testing this out, for the first time, at least with my on my PC. Upscale method, DLSS super resolution. That's what I've got. Since I'm using, NVIDIA graphics card. There's other ones there, AMD's FSR 2.1. Then we got upscale quality. So this will upscale the quality of the gameplay itself. So you can decide to go with quality or more performance. I'll just go with ultra performance. Let's just see how that looks, and we'll go from there. Okay, upscale sharpness. We'll leave everything else the way they are. I'm gonna switch to graphics tab there, and preset. Very high right there is good enough. We really want to push this anyway, so let's see how well it handles it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my changes, and we're gonna try this bad boy out. Let's take this thing out for a spin. I'm gonna turn on the game bar on the TV so you guys can see what frame rates I'm playing at. You can see I'm at 119 right there, and we're steady. Ray tracing's looking good. A lot of demons over here. Woo! Almost got me on that one. Yeah, this is great. There's no issues. This card is handling this. No noise. It's quiet. And this is at the highest settings right now. There is no latency. Like, response time is amazing on this right now, man. Coupled with the low latency on the TV as well, like the LG C2, it's just beautiful. Spiderman has one of the best combat, in my honest opinion. That's just me personally. It doesn't have to be everybody's, choice as well, but for me personally, I think it's got one of the most, at least fun, combat styles. Okay, so we've got the Witcher Wild Hunt here. I'm gonna go ahead and, obviously set the graphics to ultra, because that's the main reason why I decided to pick up the 4090 so I can game at the maximum settings. So I'm gonna increase the resolution from 1280 by 800, which is for my Steam Deck. I think it's still set up based on that. I'm gonna maximize it so it's the same as the TV here. Display mode, let's go with full screen. Put everything to max pretty much. So we got ultra, max, everything is pretty much maxed out. So that way we're getting the best out of the card. All right, there it is.
Take that down before there's trouble. That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
That's the 4090 graphics card from NVIDIA. I'm gonna be putting this to more tests. Obviously, I'm gonna try out more games with it over time. But so far, it works great. It works amazing. There's no issues at all. Like, I had no issue with latency or even handling ultra. There's no sound coming out of it. It's quiet. My 3080 Ti used to be a little louder, when playing games at higher settings, but this is at the maximum, and it's just blowing right through it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video.